Hello my kindred spirits, and welcome back to the next video. Today we are making up our dance cards for our journals, and since we are in the winter time, and the fact that Anne went to the ball with Diana in her puffed sleeve dress that Matthew bought for her at Christmas time, I wanted to do that. I'm going to be doing my dance card in Christmas theme. So I did a little research on dance cards, and I did quite a bit. In fact, I found myself putting them in my basket in eBay. I was becoming a little obsessed. I'm like, okay, slow down. But they are so fun. I don't know. I just find that it's a sad tradition that has kind of probably gone away. I did see some from the 40s and 50s, but I didn't really see any after that. So I would love to know if anybody collects them. I don't have many details. Like I said, I love seeing it on the movie when Gilbert took Anne's dance card when she was trying to get him to dance with her, and then as a bet with Diana. And so anyway, these are really very interesting, and probably now I'm going to see them when I go out junking. I may pick them up. I don't know. Like I said, I don't really know. I'd want to display them somehow and not put them in a drawer, so I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't need to collect any more things. But I just find them very, very fascinating. So what I did was I went on and I looked at different cards, different dance, they're called dance cards, they're little booklets, but they had, like, usually they would have the name of the music, like they would have a band playing, and then they would have part one, and then you would break, and then you would have part two, and they would do the songs that they would be playing, and then your partner would ask you to save a dance for them, and so you would fill in the name of the person that would be dancing with you. So this is one of the ones that I found, and I thought it was cute because this one actually had the name of the songs that the band was going to be playing. And then this one, another one had just names of the different dances that they were going to be doing. They didn't necessarily have the name of the songs. And so of course I went through and I looked in to see what kind of dances these were. The quadrille, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but that is actually what I remember seeing in Jane Austen's era, where she did a lot of, they would go apart and do things and then kind of trill in between. So that was really interesting. And then of course the waltz, I'm very familiar with that, but I know that they have several different styles of waltzes. I googled all these on YouTube, so you can actually literally go in and Google the name of the dances and watch them. Polka is something that I'm familiar with. I'm not around. We have like polka festivals close to where I live, but it's literally with the squeeze box, and it's that bom bom bom, the little. But this one I remember seeing in the movie, the Anne of Green Gables movie, that Gilbert was dancing the polka with Josie Pye at the Christmas dance. And then the gallop, it's very familiar. That one looks like one that I would enjoy, and you definitely get a workout on that one. And then the Shahatsky, I was trying to practice this before I got on film. Shahatsky, that's it, right? Shahatsky. That is very familiar because I've seen them do that at country bars here, at western bars here in Texas. I've seen a lot of people. I didn't know what the dance was, but now I do, and I was like, oh, I've always wanted to do that. I love to dance. I'm not great at it, but I do love it, and it's great exercise. Okay, so what we're gonna do today is I'm gonna make a dance card. I'm not gonna fill in the music or anything. I'm just gonna make one that's Christmas themed, and then I will go in and fill in the music, because I was kind of looking at, I was like, Christmas, I googled Christmas waltz, and it was a Frank Sinatra song, but that was the only one I was like, well, no, what other songs can you dance to? So then there were some different ones. So anyway, I wanted to spend more time kind of doing a little bit more research on that. Now, I went to my paper stash, and I picked out some different paper because I wanted it Christmas themed, and I wanted it more of that same kind of Victorian look to my paper. And again, I'm okay with it not being completely even Steven, you know. But I also have received some tea-dye paper from a friend of mine. This is this one in a Happy Mail, and so I thought I could use that as insert because they had like a couple ones in here. I don't even know. Seems like they would have like a cover page, and then like maybe I only need like one because they would do like kind of like some general information here, the location, the name of the ball, and then you would have your songs, and then they had like a really pretty little tissue, and I have a little tissue paper here. This also came. It's not very big. I might cut my card down a little bit to fit this. Let me fold this in half. Or maybe they would have this on the outside. Okay, I'm going to cut it all to fit that little piece of tissue. Because they weren't really big cards because the ladies would have them all night. And basically you would reserve, you know, dances for individual young men that would ask, or I guess older men too, but I'm sure that, I couldn't imagine if married individuals, married people would have dance cards and have other people fill it. I don't think that probably happened. Okay. So I think this is going to go, it gives like that, you know, that has that little tissue paper when you do graduation. And then, like that. And I had this little sticker, this little vinyl sticker that I got somewhere, and I thought it would be pretty just to have on here. I don't think, now that I have this does not look Christmassy at all. I did pick out this also from my stash. This is that papery. I will leave a link if I can to this. It's the same paper company as the other that I showed you guys. This, I had a question about this paper. I will leave a link. I've tried to find this paper again on Amazon. I could not find it. Stampery, not papery, Stampery. And I believe it's printed outside of the U.S. I know it is because I've looked at it before. But I will find a link for this. But aren't these pretty? I think they're just really like Victorian looking, of that era. So I think these are going to be way too big, these circles, for this cover. But let's give it a try. I really like this one with the roses because I can still use my lady sticker on there. My circle is not going to be the best cut, but that's okay. See, I think it's going to be too big. It doesn't really look very Christmassy, does it? Well, let's see here. use this as a guide. Let's see how this looks. Oh, you know what? Never mind. I've got my little bowl here of these really, really pretty, very lacy, wintry looking pretty papers I can add. Let's see here. I was looking for something a little less really plain. That's pretty. I think this would be really, really pretty. Okay, so let's add that to the cover. So, I do have a thing I want to talk to you guys about. I've had some things come up that are just taking up not taking up, but just that needs my attention. And so I really wanted to do a really special, with the tea and making the button craft on the last Saturday. But I'm not going to be able to do what I wanted to do. So I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and do the button craft with you guys, because we all should have our buttons. And then I will come back and we'll do a tea and I'll do a final flip through, because I was looking at all my pretty button packages I got, and there's so much in there I want to add to my journal, like some little extra tidbits. And so I think I'm going to add those to my journal, and then I'll come back and I'll do my tea and do a little final flip through. But I will go ahead and create the button craft for you guys. And I've already made my little favorite snack, which is tomorrow's prompt. And so, but yeah, I've just had some things come up in the family that I need to go and be with my mom and my dad and stuff. So that's so pretty. Okay, so the next thing, we need some string. I have this string, and then I also have this really pretty, this goes to like a bookmark, so I thought that would be pretty to kind of add on. I'm assuming they had the string in order to maybe put it around their wrists. I should have Googled that. Google knows all the things, right? Okay, so I'm going to take this and literally it's just held together like this. It's not anything fancy. What I noticed online, I did notice that some of them did have like a little hole punched up here, but they literally are just have this tied at the top. And then I think what I'm going to do is loop this around. And you can make a little tassel with string or with yarn. I just happen to have some of these in my stash. Embroidery thread. course, I would probably end up adding Jingle Bells onto mine, and everybody would be like, no, you can't have Jingle Bells. Oh, that's so sweet, you guys. Okay, so I have to come up with a clever name for my Christmas ball. Of course, I want to do something like Candyland. Candy or Peppermint Ball, the Peppermint Christmas Ball. That sounds cute. I wonder if this would bleed through. Let's do a testy on here. A little bit. Okay, so no permanent marker, but I just don't think my Crayola markers are going to go through very. That looks orange. Let's see, do I have a red over here? That's pink. Let's see how this one looks. Oh, that's a fine point. Maybe I'll just use the black. And you could come up with your own name for your dance. The Peppermint Ball. Of course, if your handwriting is pretty and ornate, that makes it so much better. I'll go with some little loop-de-loops. Okay. Okay. So inside we will name. We're going to follow this kind of. I'm going to look at this and put, I wonder if you would write your name on your dance card. I'm sure you would. So I'm going to put part 1. And part 2. Okay. The guest of honor. I keep hearing that when I think about that because she was the guest of honor. Anna Green Gables was. Okay, so we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then, you know what I think I'm going to do is I'm not even going to, so we're going to do 1, 2, I'm not even going to name my songs. I'm just going to put what kind of dance they are. So this one's going to be a waltz. And this is a polka. Let's see. This is another waltz. And this will be one of those Shotsky. H-O-T-T. T-T-I-S-C-H-E. And then we're going to put that this is a gallop. Alright, so you kind of get the idea, and then you can actually pretend you have different names that come in, and write their names in. Write their names in as you, you know, Gilbert. So we'll do the polka, the waltz, that Shatsky, a waltz, and we'll end with another polka. Alright, you guys, that was so cute. I really do feel like I need to add probably some sport. Oh, which reminds me, I know in my last video I was kind of going, I don't know if I like that. That red actually turned out so cute, you guys. The red sparkle. So I'm going to use it again on here. And then that way I'm going to add some more. It'll add a little something to the cover. You know what I mean? Well, let me get it coming out. Uh-oh, what did I do? Okay. So, because I was so worried about it drying thick, and it was perfect. I do not know why it came out so perfectly on my last project. Maybe it heard me talking about it. Oh my. Okay, got a little bit crazy there. I think adding a little bit of sparkle would be cute. And it's very stringy right now. Okay, maybe I need to put a needle down in there. So I'm going to let that dry, and I've got my little dance card. Alright, you guys, that was fun, and I will see you in my next video for the final craft. We're going to be making something with buttons. So I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.